Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Senior Cat Wellness. Today, it's all about making that responsible selection, the best cat for you at this stage in your life. In this video, we'll talk about feline adoption and the important factors to consider before taking that plunge and making that true ownership commitment. Getting a cat isn't just about picking the cutest one. It's about finding the perfect match to fit your energy, your space, and of course, your daily routine. We'll start off with your lifestyle. That'll be step one in today's material. Are you the type of person who works long hours and travels quite often and loves hosting friends in your home? Or are you more of a homebody who enjoys the quiet life? If you're often away from home, look for an independent cat. Breeds like the British Shorthair or the Russian Blue are great at sort of entertaining themselves, if you will, without a need for you in that regard, at least to a point, of course. On the other hand, if you do spend a lot of time at home and you want a companion, who'll curl up right beside you on the couch and be your sort of your sofa buddy, you might love a more social breed like the Siamese, Ragdoll, and of course the Maine Coon. Remember, cats are individuals, just like people. They have their own thing going on, their own personality. So even within breeds, personalities will vary a bit. But knowing the general tendencies, this will of course help you narrow down your choices depending on your lifestyle. Next up, do you want a kitten or a fully grown adult feline? Kittens are quite playful and curious and a little chaotic at times. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of time, a lot of overall supervision, and a little bit more responsibility for certain. Basically, they're like small children. Just think of it that way. If you're ready for training and some scratching of the furniture and doing a whole bunch of the things that you will certainly not approve of in the moment, raising a kitten can be incredibly rewarding, but just know what you're dealing with here. It's a grand responsibility. However, on the flip side, if you would like a calmer, already house-trained feline, an adult cat might be the better fit for you. What's good about adopting adult cats is that their personalities are already developed. What you see is what you get, for sure. These type of cats, adult cats, are often overlooked in shelters because folks are wanting a younger cat. Maybe not a kitten, but certainly not a fully grown adult cat. Let's say a 7-year-old cat compared to a kitten or a 3-year-old. These adult cats often sort of unfortunately fall in the cracks. So, if an adult cat with that sort of trained, understood personality, they're already developed, they're already, not doing a lot of the outlandish things, let's say, that a kitten might do, an adult cat could be your selection. Next up, let's talk about your living space. Do you live in a small apartment or a big home, a big house? Cats don't need a lot of space, but they do need stimulation, mental and physical. If you're in an apartment, for example, select a cat that's not overly active or overly vocal. It's not going to make your neighbors too happy if your cat's talking a big game all day and night, right? Take a look at breeds, that is, such as the Scottish Fold or the Persian. They're perfect for the laid-back living style of an apartment, for example. If you have more room, a big house, and you want a cat that's sort of adventurous, an indoor cat, but more adventurous and energetic, Abyssinian or the Bengal could be your selection. These cats love to explore and climb, and they've never met a bookshelf they didn't like. So keep that in consideration if that's what you're looking for. And don't forget that we're not talking about, you don't have to have a mansion, right? It's just, we're talking apartment, studio apartment, or maybe a 3 or 4 bedroom home. And it just has to be cat friendly. At the end of the day, it just has to be cat friendly. So think about that regardless of the size of your place of residence. Next up, let's talk about the cat's grooming needs and allergies. If someone in your house has allergies to cats, there are options. You do have options. The Siberian, the Cornish Rex, the Balinese, they do produce fewer allergens compared to other breeds. No cat is truly free of causing an issue in terms of your nose, let's say your sinuses, but these breeds can make a difference in grooming, in terms of what you need to do to help their grooming. Long-haired cats, such as the Maine Coons and Persians, great to look at, but they require a lot of extra care in terms of brushing to prevent matted fur. Short-haired cats are easier to maintain, easier for us to maintain. They still shed, of course, but they're easier to maintain. So if brushing, if you don't want a bunch of fur everywhere or have to worry about or deal with a bunch of matted fur, low-maintenance coats, so a shorter-haired breed could be the best choice for you. Let's now talk about the energy level of the cat, the overall temperament. Sort of touched on this a bit overall in the course of this video, but some cats talk a lot more. Some cats are more social. Some cats, they sort of do their own thing and walk to the beat of their own drum, and some cats, they will not leave your shin. They will follow you everywhere, and they'll be right there when you're on the sofa. So, what do you want in terms of the temperament and energy levels? You want a chill cat, an observer, or a cat that's full of energy? If you want a talkative cat, an interactive social cat, Siamese, Oriental Shorthairs, they'll talk to you all day long. As long as you're there, they'll have something to say. But if you want a cat that's affectionate, yet sort of does their own thing, independent, the British Shorthair, for example, could be a great choice for you. Uh, Shelter staff at a shelter of breeders can often tell you what kind of energy and personality to expect from a given cat, a given breed. So don't hesitate to ask questions like, hey, is this cat playful or is this cat calm? Even if the breed has a tendency, ask about that specific cat. Like, what have you seen so far? Is this cat known to be playful or calm? And does it get along with other pets? Let's say you've got other cats in the home. Perhaps you got dogs in the home. All of these questions, very, very important for your ownership journey and also for the cat that you're bringing in the home. Will they be will they be a good mix for the home environment, your home environment? Next up, here again, I just mentioned other pets, family members. If you already have dogs or small children, other cats, compatibility, that's what it's all about. Kittens, they tend to adapt faster just because they're kittens. But many adult cats, I mentioned earlier, the comfort of having, say, a 7-year-old cat. The downside of that is it may take a while for a cat that's sort of set in their ways to adjust to something like children in the home, other cats in the home. They can adjust. Make no mistake, they can adjust, and it can be great. But kittens will adapt faster to an environment such as this compared to a 6 or 7-year-old cat. If you have small children, go for a breed like the American Shorthair or the Ragdoll. They're known for their patience and tolerance, which is key, of course. And if your household is just generally more chill, a gentle and quiet cat will fit right in with the rest of the home. Next up, let's talk about where you acquire your feline. Now, where did the cat come from? Adoption over just shopping around. Adoption. Shelters and rescues, full of cats. Well, I think we all know that, whether you're a cat owner or not. Full of cats, all ages, all breeds, all personalities, everything. Many shelters can work with you to try to match the cat that fits your lifestyle, your home style, your environment. And adopting a cat, it certainly saves a life. It saves a life. And that's really what we're talking about here when we talk about adoption. So don't be surprised, actually, if you're there in the shelter and exploring and you see dozens and dozens of cats. The right cat for you, could choose you. Instead of sort of trying to read the cats, see if the cats are trying to read you. Sometimes you'll walk in and you have an idea of the cat you want, and you might be surprised. A whole different cat that you never expected could come up to you, and you just feel that there's a real connection in that moment, in that hour. So don't ignore. Be open to changing your mind. I think that's very critical. Choosing the right cat. It's not about trying to find the perfect pet. That's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Could it happen? Sure, but you can't go inspect. Don't expect that, or you'll just go home empty-handed. It's about compatibility. That's what it's like. Long-term compatibility. The right match. Less stress for the cat. Less stress for you. Happier pet. Stronger and more loyal bond that can last for years. That's the goal. So take your time, do your research, and like I said, follow your heart. Keep an open mind. Whether you go for the quiet cat, the cuddly cat, or the big-time adventurous explorer, there's the perfect cat waiting for you, for your personality, the vibe of your family, the vibe of your environment. That cat is waiting for you and whatever you've got going on in your life. To the wonderful audience of Senior Cat Wellness, this is where you come in. Would you like to share your ownership journey, your adoption story? If you have owned many cats over the years, what was it like day one with your first cat, the first cat you ever owned? What was that first day like, that first week, that first month? And what are the tips or suggestions you'd like to add to this video? I think I noted about 7 here today, but what would you like to add? Comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this material, found it helpful and informative, please give the video a like, share it out, subscribe to us right here at Senior Cat Wellness. Until next time, we will talk to you later.